What do you say, folks? It's halftime. Was everybody having fun watching the big game, as you will? I usually don't like to watch the halftime show, so I figured I'd come on and chat with you guys and see what you think about the game. Was it 13-10 at the half? I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the games that I played and see how close I've come at the half. Not very, actually. So what do you think so far? I mean, is anybody watching the commercials? What's the best commercial? What are you thinking about the game? Just kind of getting your thoughts here as we jump here and say hi. 13-10 at the half. I'm trying to think. I played 5 different games. I simulated this 5 different times. And let me see. The closest I came was 17-10 at the half with the Bengals. I had the Bengals 17-10 at the half. I had 14-7 Rams in another one of my games. And it seems like most of the games that I played here, like I said, I played 5 different games, that they were all pretty much low scoring at half. And then in the second half, boom, the scoring kicked up. I had a lot of games that were in the 30s. I had one game in the 40s. So, but I don't know about this game, 13-10. I had it 30-10 Rams. So my prediction is still kind of hanging in there. Let me turn on some of the lights here. It's a little bright in here. So 30-10 is still holding up for me as far as my prediction goes. But what do you think? What's going to happen in the second half? Are you enjoying the first half? I'm actually enjoying it. It's the first time I sit and watch the Super Bowl because I don't have a skin in the game, so I don't have to sweat anything out. I can just enjoy the game myself and watch it. In fact, I was chatting with a friend of mine during the first half, and I was reading a book while I had the game on. I actually finished watching golf. Then I turned into the Super Bowl. The golf went to 3 or 4 extra holes. Fun times there. But anyway. So what's the best commercial so far? I haven't really seen anything that jumped out at me. There was the one with the barcode bouncing around. I'm not scanning that. I don't know what that is. It could be anything. I could get in trouble for scanning that. So what did you see? What was the best commercial? What's the best part of the game? I tell you, it's nice to see it close. It really is. Let's see, Jeffrey, what do you got here? Rams may be in trouble. Yeah, I think you're right. I think the Rams could be in trouble. I think let me go to my classic here a little bit here. Jerry, what do you got here? What football game? It's Super Strat Sunday for me? yeah, that's right. Yeah, what football game? What was I thinking? Al, Red Sox fan, commercials for the Super Bowl so far? Yeah, they're nothing like the classics. You remember the classics, how good they were? The classics were so good. Old NFL history. How about that second season wide shot? That's the interception shot, right? That's the interception shot, yeah. I played second season. My final in second season was 34-31 Rams. Steve Tower. OBJ out. Yes, OBJ out. Yes. Now, he hurt his knee, right, when he fell on that pass. That's unbelievable. Wowzers. And Steve, I thought you, when I had this hat on, I had the Rams hat on, I thought you were talking about Cincinnati's going for their second championship. And I was like, I don't remember Cincinnati going for having a first championship, but I guess I read your prediction wrong. So, yeah. So, funny you call me out in the Rams hat. Patricia won $250. That's awesome. I'm assuming that's Super Bowl squares, or was that bingo, or what was that? Super Bowl squares. That's got to be Super Bowl squares. I didn't play any Super Bowl squares. I don't know why. I just didn't. Bird and Jordan horse game was the best. Okay, so that's a good commercial. You like that one there? All right, that sounds good. I see Turbocharge. Good game so far. Bengals have a good chance they'll turn. Yeah, they hung around. It's 13-10. They missed the extra point, so they're within 3. So, the Bengals absolutely in this one. Again, I played 5 different games over the course of this week, and it was the Rams won 4 of them is what it was. And Patricia says, Super Bowl squares, of course. Okay, yeah, I knew that. Nate, what's going on, man? How are you enjoying the game? And the new trailer for Jurassic Park movie. I heard that was pretty good. I missed it. I think I was talking to Ron, or I was doing something. I missed that. But I heard, that looked pretty good. Then again, anything Jurassic Park is is good. I don't think there's a bad Jurassic Park. So yes, it is. It's a good game so far. I'm enjoying it very much. The Chevy Electric with a nod to The Sopranos. Okay, you like that one there? Like I said, some of the commercials, they don't make sense. Like I just watched the one. It was let's see, I forget the guy's name now. He was in the balloon. It was right at the end of the half. He's in the balloon, and he's looking at all the people with the virtual glasses, and he says it's something about Earth, but I still have no idea what the company was or what the product was. How do I buy your product if I don't know what it is? I don't know. So, what song am I looking forward to at halftime? Anything heavy metal, but I doubt that that's going to happen. There was actually a funny tweet by D. Snyder that come up on my Facebook feed years ago. D. Snyder, he posted a tweet that said, all you guys do is play Crazy Train, Enter Sandman, and Welcome to the Jungle, and you will never have any of those people on your halftime show. Made a lot of sense, didn't it? I think it did. Old NFL history, the Larry Bitcoin commercial. Yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. I did catch that one there. I enjoyed that one there. He was being dragged out of the boardroom with the Sony Walkman. That was pretty good. Yeah, I didn't do it. It took me a while to figure it out. His disguises were pretty good. I didn't realize it was him till the very end there. So that was pretty fun as well. Enjoyed that as well. Oh yes. I was just talking to Ron about that. The What's Up ads. The best commercial of all time was the dog. Remember when the UFO beamed the dog up and zipped him off, and he went across the universe, and they brought him into the big cathedral, like something out of a Star Wars movie with all the people and the aliens, and they dropped the dog down, and the dog unzipped himself, and he was the alien, and they're like, "What did you learn on Earth?" And he went, "What's up?" The best by far of all time. Yep. Exactly. The old Budweiser commercial. Yep. It was the best. The Doritos commercials, yeah. Paul, you're not old enough to remember the guy that did the crunch in the Doritos when he would walk up to people and crunch a Dorito and they would fall over. The big heavy guy with the beard. You're too young for that. Nick says the Bitcoin commercial's got to stop. Yeah, I don't even know what that is. Don't ask me if I'm going to start taking that in the league for payment yet, because I don't know what that is. Another shout out to the Larry David spot. Yep. And John says this is more his kind of halftime show. I'm not sure what that means. Like I say, I haven't tuned into the last time I saw a halftime show was when we had the party here in Studio B, and that was Patriots Carolina, and that was the war drum mishap. Yeah, that was 2004 with that. It's the last. Yeah, I don't enjoy. Yeah, I don't enjoy the people. I don't even know who's on this year because it's always somebody I just don't listen to anyway. So that's why I'm coming on here. So if you guys like it, that's fine. Paul, I don't know if he likes the halftime show or doesn't like the halftime show. I got my decaf coffee here, so I don't stay up all night. Last halftime I watched Paul. I'd watch that one. I'd watch that one. Meaning you chatting versus ridiculous of what the halftime show is. I see. listening to some old chum talk at halftime is better than halftime show. I get it. Thanks. Should I do my body painting? Ron wanted me to do body painting. Should I pull out the paint, do some body painting? I'm kidding, of course. Dave chimes in. Dave, how's your Super Bowl going? It's snowing around here. Everybody that's chiming in right now, it is more snow. It was, 60 degrees yesterday. All the snow melted, and now all the snow's back because it's been snowing all day. And I actually shoveled it. I had shorts on yesterday. Today I'm shoveling. Isn't that great? Let's see. Sean, good to see you. Best halftime show is Prince in the Rain in Miami. Okay. What was the best time show? I haven't watched many. I think Aerosmith did it one time. That's about as far as I go. I always say one thing. The NFL halftime music is just miles above the NHL music. When the NHL has their presentation, I don't even know who they have out there. It's just horrible. The NHL music is horrible. So I refuse to watch. The halftime show, at least if I watch if I walk by the TV and it's on, I don't turn it off. NHL, click. It is horrible. It really is. And it hasn't started yet, and it's still bad. Okay. When Living Color did a halftime show. Oh, how long ago was that, Andrew? In Living Color, wasn't that in like 90s? That's ridiculous. Terrible. Yeah, this is the kind of chat. What's going on? This is what we're here for. We're gonna take up. How long's the halftime show? An hour and a half. So we'll come on and do this right here. Oh, Exxon. He was at my house. Yes. You just had the baby then, I think, and you were over my house. Yep, we had the wardrobe malfunction there. Yep, we had a whole bunch of guys from the league over that day. Right here, right behind me over here. That's where we were. TV's like sitting right here next to me. I'm over in the corner of the basement. Yep. So Exxon was here. Yep. Good to see you. Lady Gaga. I don't remember. Okay, they had the Who. So okay, that would be a good one. See, the problem is that when the halftimes are so lame that I tune out. So I don't even know who's on half the time because I just figure it's going to be lame. So I don't bother tuning in. I just like, okay, never mind. Let's see here. Turbo. Up with People was a halftime show. Back then it's so blown out of. All right, Steve's gonna go tune into the halftime show. All right, Steve, go get him. 1992 was in Living Color. Yeah, I figured that was early 90s. The other thing is when it was in L.A., I completely forgot that it was in L.A., and so I turned it on, and what happens? It's they're showing all the celebrities out there. Oh, here we are. And it's just like, oh, I forgot it was Hollywood, and all the well-to-do people are gonna be in the stands and whatever. So, yeah. So I kind of figured that would happen. And then The Rock got on there, and The Rock wouldn't stop talking. I like The Rock, but enough. The team's getting ready to kick off, and he's sitting there. Do you smell what The Rock is cooking in L.A. and Cincinnati? And I don't know. I just, dude, can we kick the game off? Ugh, unbelievable. Uncle Bill, what do you got? The best time Aerosmith? Yeah, I think that was. Aerosmith was good. Yep, that was early 2000s, right? Was that the Patriots Rams Super Bowl? Because I remember watching it over my friend's house, and it was either that year or the year after. My first wife, her brother got her a cake. So my first wife did get a cake. I ran into her at Texas Roadhouse tonight. How ironic that I go to Texas Roadhouse. My first wife's there, and it's her birthday. But things went well. I got the porterhouse steak. I forgot how good the Texas Roadhouse is. It was really good. And they had we got grilled shrimp. Oh my, it's just doused in butter. It's like a gallon of butter on it. It was good. It's like movie theater popcorn full of butter. It was so good, And Turbo, what do you got? The Rock? Yeah, it's the NFL. It's not the WWE. I get it. You're right. You're exactly right. Oh my gosh, he just went on too long. Everything was too long. I don't know. That's why I don't even turn on the TV at halftime. I just can't. I just can't do it. John, useless fact. Rockview. He's married to the original drummer of Boston's Daughter. The Rock is married to the original drummer of Boston's Daughter. Oh, okay. That I did not know. I didn't know Boston had an original drummer. I thought it was the Kramer guy. Phenomatic, this is way better than halftime show. I appreciate it. I really do. Who am I picking? Well, I had said about a week ago my pick was the Rams, and I had them 30-10. I thought the Ram defense was going to be just too good for Cincinnati, and I thought they would just shut them down and frustrate them and hold them to 10 points. Now, 13-10 at the half. My score still stands if Cincinnati doesn't score and the Rams get 17. But I'd like to see the Bengals pull it out. You just gotta. The Kramer guy. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, okay. Oh, so maybe they got a new drummer after Kramer? Oh boy, that I didn't know. So I thought you were talking to the guy before Kramer. Oh, you're talking about the band boss. See, now, John, now you confuse me. This is the worst halftime show ever. Now you're talking Aerosmith. Now you're talking Boston. I don't know. Maybe it's me that's all confused. 1 in the morning over there, enjoying the game. So and you're retired, so you can stay in bed late. Yeah. Yeah, people tune in from all over the world to watch this game at different times. But at least the NFL does head over your way, though. They still play games over there, so you guys do get some NFL games over there once in a while. So that's kind of good. Let me see. Yes, like I say, I played. There's my results from the 5 games that I played here. In one of the games, it was 38-26 Rams. In another game, 34-27 Rams. I did get the Bengals winning one game, 41-19. In another game, it was 30-24 Rams, and then 34-31 Rams. So the Rams, in most of my games, won pretty, I don't say convincingly, but they won by 12. They won by 7. They won by 6. They won by 3. So, pretty close. Pretty close. Not enough Metal Church discussion in this thread. Jimmy, you are exactly right. You're exactly right. We need more Metal Church. I saw that you had those albums. I'm so jealous. I still got mine. I don't know where it is. I thought I had it up on the wall. I might have it behind me over here somewhere. It's in my profile picture still. The Metal Church album. That's the original one on. Oh, I forget the name of the record company. It was an independent company. Then they got picked up by like CBS or something. So I have the original Metal Church album with the original label. That's kind of cool. Bernard, what's going on? Watching the halftime show? You don't get it? What a waste of money. That's why we're here. That's why we're here to entertain you and to chat with you guys and to give you a little bit of relief from what is a corporate mega thing type thing on TV that I don't like to participate in. So you did go to the Dolphins-Jags game at Tottenham a couple months ago? Last second field goal? Yeah. It's too bad they send over the crappy teams. It's always Jaguars, and you can have them. You can take the Jaguars. And I know they got that new quarterback, and he's supposed to be pretty good, but you can have the Jaguars if you'd like to keep them. Maybe they can play soccer for you, but they're terrible over here. What's going on? Are you getting snow out there? We got snow over here on the coast, so I didn't know if you were getting snow out your way, but we're having snow where we are. Jimmy, I think you're in New Hampshire, right, Jimmy J? So I didn't know if you were getting snow, but we finally melted all the snow, and it all came back, and I was out shoveling again today. That's just the weather here. And then it's going to be freezing tonight, and later in the week it's going to go back to 50 degrees. Weird February. It's probably going to be setting up for really bad March, I would think. March, we're going to probably get nailed. We got a guy in the hockey league that's a weatherman, and he's, when it's 50 degrees in February, weathermen aren't happy. They love to report the bad news, and he's got no bad news. Now he's got snow, so now he's happy about that. Turbo, what do you got here? London Jaguars. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Start a London division. Take the Jaguars. Who else can we send out there? Can we send them the Cardinals? The Cardinals are terrible. I'd say send the Bengals, but Bengals in the Super Bowl, so we got to hang around to the Bengals. We got to hang on to the Bengals for a while. Who else can we send out there from the NFL to London? Give them a 4-team division out there and just let them play and have their Super Bowl. I'd say the Bills with the Jets. Oh, geez, how did I forget the Jets? Yes, we got to send the Jets out there. So we're going to send the Jets, the Jaguars, the Cardinals. And you know something? Maybe the Chargers, only because they don't have a stadium. They're sharing a stadium, and you can't share stadiums. You have to have your own stadium to be taken seriously. So I think, so we're going to send the Jaguars, the Jets, the Cardinals, and the Chargers. Send those 4 teams out there and have a London division. Yep, there we go. Let's see here. Oh, we got to back up over here. And you are waist deep. The Metal Church is the only help me have on Electra. Yeah, I don't know who the original one was. But they did put out a second one. And I remember exactly where I bought that in Saugus, Massachusetts, almost across the street from Hockeytown. When I was 17 years old, I bought that Metal Church album, and I still have it. How many rappers equals one good band? Answer, there's not enough rappers in the world. Yes. Turbo said it was 15 at kickoff. Yeah, we are. What is the weather over here? Let me check my trusty dusty phone here. We're 25 and snow. It's going to be snowing for the next few hours. So I got to wait to put out the trail cam. See if I got a huge possum running around the neighborhood, and he comes right up to the trail cam. He like wiggles all the way down right up to my camera. It's kind of funny. So I got to see if I catch him on tonight. I got the fox out there too. We got a fox running around. I caught him. Oh yes, Andrew. Yes, animal sightings. Yes, good eating. No, we get the. I caught the coyote the first night, and then I've got the fox. Pretty much every night I get the fox. Always has rabbit. I always have rabbits. But we got this big chunky possum. He went right. It was really weird because the camera goes off and records for 20 seconds. So he waddled in, but he took so long to waddle that the 20 seconds ended. Okay, and then he must have triggered it again. And when he walked by, I could only catch his back. So it kind of like walked by like this. And it reminded me of like Godzilla when the first scene when you just saw his leg and his tail. That's what it looked like on the camera. That was kind of pretty cool. The London Jets. Yep, I liked it. Oh, I forgot about the Lions. Yes, Bears, the Lions. Maybe the Lions will be the expansion team out there. We will send the expansion team out there. Yep, we will. What else we got here? I thought you would like halftime. I thought you would like halftime. I thought that's one of those things that you would like with the different bands and stuff. And it's not my type of music. I like my certain type of music, and I don't like others. So that's there. And wow, least favorite halftime show ever. I couldn't tell you who's playing. Dr. Dre or Dr. Seuss. I don't even know who's playing. So unfortunately, I just don't know. Is that backyard or front? I've been doing both. I have one that's camera I put out back facing the woods, and then sometimes I put it out front. And I like to see where they come out of here because they've been coming out of the woods between the houses, and then they go across the street. So if I aim at the woods, I see them come out of the woods, but I don't know where they go. So sometimes I put the camera in the front yard so I can see where they're going. And that fox is going across the street, and that's the neighborhood. There's no woods over there. Those are houses. So. Hockey fan 76, good to see you. Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg's all right. Back when he was his rappy self, but now he's like a cool dude. He's like a cool dude. He hangs out with like Dave Navarro because he's a cool dude. So Snoop Dogg's all right now. He does some mainstream stuff and he's toned it down. I don't mind the Snoop Dogg. I don't listen to anything he does as far as music goes. But when he does his normal stuff, he's all right. He's actually all right. There's another guy that does that, not Justin Bieber. Justin Timberlake, I think. He's been in movies. He played in a hockey movie. He was great. Justin Timberlake he does good acting. It's kind of like John Travolta. I never liked any of his Grease Lightning stuff, but his movies, I love his movies. Swordfish is one of my favorite movies with John Travolta. He always plays this gangster, and he's good at it. So, like, all his stuff when he was younger with the music, Johnny, I don't like it. But your movies, right on. So, yeah. And some not so pretty good, too. None can sing. Yeah, it's all lip-synced anyway, I would imagine. I can't imagine that they would trust anything to live anymore. Nothing's live anymore. When I watch, it's not singing, it's talking to a microphone. Sometimes it's okay. Sometimes rap has its place. When I go up and I do the hockey games in New Hampshire, the locker rooms, they got the rap going. It's like boom, ba, 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 boom. And it's all that talking stuff. But it's got some energy behind it. When it's at the rink and they're playing, it's like, okay, that's okay. So sometimes I don't mind it. I really don't. And I used to see all kinds of wild things that worked with the railroad. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, we got the railroad tracks around here too, and people are always seeing the coyotes run down the tracks, and so yeah. So in fact, we got 3 of them in the neighborhood right now. That's not good. I talked to my neighbor this afternoon, and I told him I was catching things on the trail cam. And he goes, his sons just saw the 3 coyotes walking down the street, not even in the woods. They were walking down the street. It's like, here we are, just kind of walking down the street. It's like, I don't want that either. Stay in the woods. I'm okay when you're in the woods. And then I see the footprints, the tracks in the snow. They come out of the woods. They hug my fence. They come. There's a window right like there. It's just out of the reach here. You can't see it. And if I opened up the shade there, I'd see the coyote if he come around at night because they come right up through the window and they hug my house and they go right in front of my front steps. I'm like, jeepers, that's a little close for comfort. especially when I come home from the rink at 11:30 at night, and I run into these things. I'm not too. That's I don't want to run into them. You used to tell the engineer to hit the horn, they would run. Yeah, I imagine they would. For the most part, they stay away from you. My concern is if you run into three of them, that's what I'm concerned about. If I'm walking my dog, I got a smaller sized dog. He's not tiny, but he's not a big dog. He's only like 30 pounds, and three coyotes would probably go after him. So that's why he's gone down to the back gate, this nut, and he's scratching at the back gate. And I had to run down one day after we come home from dinner, and I'm banging on the gate, and I'm making all this noise, and I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to get him in the house. I get him in the house, and what did I hear? All this howling down back. So they were at the back gate. Luckily, they didn't get in. He would have been gone. So, is it safe to get back to the game yet? That I don't know. They look about 80 pounds. Yeah, we had some big ones here. They're German Shepherd size. You know, when I talk to some people about the coyotes, you think coyotes are like, especially the Southwest coyotes, are like as big as a fox. These ones here, they're small wolves. You know, be careful. Don't call them hybrids, because you'll get a lecture on how they're not hybrids. They're not coy wolves. They're not coyotes and wolves blended in together. Okay, make sure that you don't say that, because you'll get yelled at. But they're big. They're German Shepherds. I've seen them. We've had three of them here. I got some good pictures one day. I had my good camera upstairs, and I got some really good pictures of them out in the woods, and they were big dogs. Big dogs. They really were. Super Bowl tournament stops by. So, yeah, I'm not sure if it's safe to go back to the game yet. That I'm not sure about yet. So, let's see. Let me see. You've had that conversation. Yeah. Yes, we have. Yep. You can't call them coy wolves. You can't call them hybrids, because they're just coyotes, and people will yell at you, and they'll give you the lecture and the whole bit. They were right out here one night about 3 weeks ago. It was midnight, and yip, and they were right outside the bedroom window. We jump up. The dog jumps up. We're looking out windows to see what we can find. And I looked out one window. She looked out the other one. She saw them running down the street. So they were right here. They were right here. That's what everybody's saying. I don't have it on. I didn't put it on for a reason, because I don't get into all that stuff, as I've been talking about here. So if it was this disappointment, that's what I'm hearing. Let's see. Bernard, halftime show is over, so we only get 20 minutes now. By the time they clean off everything, we can go back to the game. I know, right? Let's see. You have plenty of urban foxes, easy picking. Yeah. I don't mind. The foxes and the coyotes, when they eat the rats and the mice, that's a good thing. You want that, because we got a little bit that way on my street. We have a pond, and some of the people actually go skating over there. But there's a lot of rats over there, and they come out, and I'll see dead rats in the street on that side of the neighborhood. Well, luckily they don't get over here that often, but they're good-sized rats. And if the coyotes take care of them, then I'm okay with the coyotes. I really am. Jake, what's going on? We're just here at halftime, just having a little chat here. So I guess the halftime show over. So we'll wrap things up in a couple minutes and let you guys get back to the game and get back to whatever. And so I'm interested to say I got my results here. I got my 5 games that I did, and I want to see the final score, how close I came. I played 5 different games, and I want to see how close I came to these games. It was the final score. You had a wild pig chase to conduct up the ladder rail in early morning. No, we don't have any of those over here, I'm happy to say, at least that I've seen. I've yet to be chased by anything. We had a turkey walk down the street one day, and I stayed out of his way, so I didn't bother getting in to see if he would chase me. Nothing's really. We've had a hawk. We've had an owl. In fact, I don't like to let the dog outside when the hawk's out there, because the hawk will sit in the tree for hours, and then there's like no birds or anything move. When the hawk's out there, nothing moves. You don't get a squirrel. You don't get a bird flying in the air. You don't get a rabbit. Nothing. When the hawk's out there, nothing moves. And so I don't even put the dog out there when the hawk's out there. I wait for him to move. And he's got his big wingspan, these hawks out here. Yeah. And Jennifer Lopez released a new horror movie called Marry Me. Okay. Maybe I'll wait for that to go to Netflix. Maybe. So anyway, all right. Well, folks, I just wanted to jump on here for about a half hour just to say hi and see how everybody's doing. So it looks like we'll have to go back to the game as the halftime's over. And one last thing here, you had a hawk circle me while walking your chihuahua. Yeah, I don't doubt it. I walk my dog too when I see it up in the air, circling. I had a bald eagle fly over me one time. That was kind of cool. I looked up and he had all these birds chasing him. But it was I looked up like, holy cow, it's a bald eagle. He flew right over us, and he went into the woods somewhere. But anyway, Jude, thanks for jumping by. I like your profile picture, by the way. I do like that, and we will get together soon. And go Bengals. Yes, I'm rooting for the Bengals myself. It's a flop on the block. It's bombing. Okay. That's too bad. So anyway, all right, folks, I'm jumping out here. Thanks for tuning in here. Just hopefully just give you a little distraction from what's going on in in La La Land out there. And Jeffrey, yep, thanks for coming by. Just little, like I say, a little misdirection here from what's going on in the Super Bowl. So whatever. And Steeler fan says go Rams. Oh, so we got a Ram fan in here. Yeah, we do. I got my Super Bowl Patriots hats here, the brown one. Yep. I will have a good night. Thank you so much. I'm going to go back upstairs, watch some of the game, chill out. I'll probably fall asleep. I'm old. I'll probably fall asleep at the end of the game. And then I'll wake up and I'll listen to the post-game show on XM Radio. That's what I like to do. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. Go back and enjoy the game, and we'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.